Hello people of the internet, this is Shaky Jake and I really need a catchphrase. You are watching Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 The Sith Lords with the restored content modification. Last time on KotOR 2 we spent the part in the Ebon Hawk talking to various party members, and we're now going to return to the Refugee Sector to resolve the problems there and try and make life a bit easier for the refugees and also save a couple of people. But before I do that, I need to level HK47 up because I haven't done that whatsoever since I acquired him, or repaired him I should say. And we're going to do that for a bit. The recommended seems to be reasonable here, so we're going to do that for a short while. Actually, we'll put repair up first and put awareness up. And this is the problem with acquiring party members late in the game. You have to do so many level ups with them. It's absolutely ridiculous. But unfortunately you have to do it. So we're going to do that for a short while. But yeah, HK is hopefully going to become a beast once we get him up to a really good standard. Because I've made him much more over the top thanks to mods where he can hold 2 blaster rifles instead of just 1. Because I want to make him very, very ridiculous in this game. Because I'm not the biggest HK fan, at least as a party member. I don't think he's amazing in terms of comedic value, but I don't think he's actually that useful in game. But we do have to use HK a lot more than the first game, so I want him to actually be somewhat useful. And I didn't mean to do that. Let's put that up like that. I'm probably gimping HK's level ups here, but I want him to be somewhat balanced so he can actually be useful. Feet, toughness, definitely. I think we're very close to finishing him off now. And interesting how HK, as I'm sure I said in the first KotOR game, he has really high strength despite the fact he can't actually use this whatsoever because he can't use any swords or anything, which is unfortunate. I would have rather had those in dexterity, but whatever. Yeah, put that to 10, why not? And there we go. So HK, if we give him a couple of things to make him a bit better, yes, that will do. The modifier versus human sounds amazing. Plus dexterity will be good. Doesn't really matter what you give him though, to be honest. I mean, all of these are pretty good. Anything with dexterity, that'll do. Flamethrower and toxin emitter, because we're going to be encountering some humans at some point. There we go, that's HK done. I need to give myself weapons back because the cutscene I had with Atom playing Pazak must have got rid of them. And I said Pazak really weirdly then. I was like, Pazak? Like some of the NPCs do in this game. Now then, I can't remember what weapons I used, but I'm sure it'd be these two or something very close. And there we go. So I'm taking HK and KotOR with me because HK I might get influence with him if I decide to do any dark-sided options. And same with KotOR if I do any light-side options, but I have to separate them. And I'm going completely the wrong way. Let's head down this way. So the idea for this part is to restore peace to the Refugee Sector and sort that out. And we have a random journal entry added, which I imagine is going to be plot related. Let's have a look.
Let's see, 3 bricks of spice out to Elysia, then with a turnaround, no, that won't work. Come act! Here so soon? I wasn't expecting you for... well... Not now, anyway.
Oh, here we go, it's all kicking off.
Yeah, well, I tried to explain that, you see, but,
So these were the guys that we took the landing pad from. Even though it's not really theirs, but whatever. That being said, I'd be annoyed if somebody parked in what I perceive to be my spot as well.
I had no choice. These thugs showed up and they said that you could go space yourselves. And I was like, no, this is the Red Eclipse. And
Now don't lie, I never said that. You're over-exaggerating there. And we get some nice cinematography here with the Ebon Hawk. And this cutscene can change depending on what party members you have with you before the Red Eclipse start to do their thing. So because we don't have Kreia with us, she'll actually be in this cutscene. But, for example, if you had Kreia with you when this triggered, she wouldn't be in it. Same with the Handmaiden, same with whoever's in the Ebon Hawk. So for my version, we've got Kreia in the Ebon Hawk, and that just makes the cutscene a tiny bit more interesting to me, I feel. Even if it doesn't completely make sense.
Kreia? Is something wrong?
Not as of yet.
Someone's trying to board...
Kreia, what are you doing? Don't knock people out.
Yes. What happens next is not our fight, and your first reaction will not serve us here. Let us see what the exile will do.
So because we've left Kreia in the Ebon Hawk, we get a couple of extra lines there, and it makes it a bit more dubious, because Kreia's just letting this happen, even though in theory she could stop it from ever happening in the first place. Well, I'm afraid the owner of the ship is out. For quite a while. Because we're going to the Refugee Sector, we're not coming back here for a while.
Finally, my ticket off this hole. Looks like it's been through hell. It's good to be back on the old girl. Hey, what are you doing on my ship? Damn right I am. What are you...
Yay, we got a full guy for the Ebon Hawk captain. Thank you. I'm glad I sold the ship to you now. Sort of. If you don't actually give him the Ebon Hawk, he'll just go on it anyway. So, to the Refugee Sector. Now, with the Red Eclipse stuff, I believe in the original game it was actually a lot more toned down. They didn't make as big of a deal about it. It still happened, but not to the same extent. Whereas in the Restored Content mod, it feels a lot more fleshed out, and it actually feels like, bloody hell, something bad is actually happening because the Red Eclipse are doing something terrible with the Ebon Hawk, and they're enslaving all my crew and everything. First things first, what I want to do is talk to some refugees. So I need to move HK in particular, because we need to talk to that ill man who I ignored the last time I was here. So there's what you can do with certain influence gains, particularly if you need certain characters out of the way, is you can just move them to other areas of the map and then just have people who you want to get influence to have, to be in close proximity to you. So Bayador we want to gain influence with, because we're not going to kill this man even though we could. Because if we kill this man, we get influence with HK, but if we heal him, we get influence with Bayador. And to be honest, I'd rather have the influence with Bayador at the moment, so let's do that.
Keep back, I am ill. Contagious, the others say.
In these close quarters, everyone might get infected.
You're not gonna kill me, are you? Please don't kill me.
Oh, I didn't say anything about killing you. I don't know where you got that idea from. I won't kill you. The Overseer might be convinced to help prevent your illness from spreading.
Thank you. Thank you.
You don't even look that ill, to be honest, so let's talk to you again.
Back.
Yeah, I know your life story. Let me help. I know how to treat injuries.
But I might infect you.
I will accept the risk.
I won't turn away your help. Thank you.
So we're going to get rid of this guy's man flu and make him feel better.
I'm feeling a little better. Thank you.
I don't need you feeling a little better, I need you feeling much better, because if you've got a contagious disease, that's a problem, but you're welcome. And there we go, we got a crystal I didn't particularly want, but oh well.
That was a kind act. It is good to see that one can still show compassion, even after the war.
If I can give assistance, I will.
And that is why I follow you, General. Lead on.
Right, so we gained influence with Bayador there. We can turn solo mode back off and HK can rejoin us. So he's the first person I wanted to heal up. So I believe the guy who leads the refugee sector, his dialogue updates every time you do something. So I was going to talk to him, but I've decided not to, because I think if you do everything you need to do, he'll just say them all in one big go, and that's probably better. Where's HK? There he is. I think he's got a bit stuck, but it doesn't matter because we're going to go up the way he just came from. The next thing I want to do is I want to go and find the Serroco thugs, because guess what we're going to do with them? We're going to kill them because we want them out of the way. Basically, I'm going to do something that's, looking back at it, I always do this in the vast majority of my playthroughs. I always wipe out the Serroco thugs and I always wipe out the exchange from the refugee sector. But would that not be detrimental to the overall operation that the refugee sector has? There'd be no security, there'd be no management, and even though it's a bad management, there'd be no stable management. And I'm not sure if the refugees are cut out to lead themselves in this particular part of Nar Shaddaa, but who knows? It's just something I've only realised replaying it again, but it's not exactly the wisest decision ever to wipe out the forms of administration, even if they are completely dystopian and almost dictators within their own rules. Now, let's get rid of these guys.
I heard you've been looking for me.
I don't like how you've been bullying the refugees.
Well, that's too bad. Is that all you wanted to say?
And I'm going to go for the intimidate option. Stop harassing the refugees.
Then what would you propose me and my men do?
I don't care. Just leave the refugees alone.
Alright, we'll lay off a bit.
Not good enough. Disarm yourselves.
No chance.
And here we go, we're going to take them all out. And this could get quite ugly, but we've got HK with us and he's actually quite overpowered, so we're going to do that.
Yes, master.
We'll use the force to weaken them quite significantly. Once we take the leader out, we get our journal updated, because apparently once the captain's out of the way, that means it's complete pretty much. So we've eliminated the Serroco thugs' leadership, and whilst the refugees are still pressured by the exchange, the plight has been lessened. But we're going to get rid of the exchange as well. We basically want to give the whole of the refugee sector to the refugees, regardless of whether or not they're going to be more unsafe in the long run.
Ratio achieved.
Right, I need to heal badly.
Let's get this over with.
I mean, I've never actually looked to see if what happens if you send the Serroco thugs to attack the exchange and then how the exchange feel about it. But either way, we've got some good stuff lying around, so let's pick it up. Zabrak Blaster Pistol, that might be useful for Bayador, so let's do that. I've not really tried Bayador with guns, but there's always a first time for everything. It's not a bad gun, actually. We'll do that. And we'll give him another gun as well, because I am enjoying dual pistol runs lately. Yep, that'll do. And yeah, we can level Bayador up. Because he's my skill monkey, I want him to be very leveled up. 2 weapon fighting, definitely. And HK can also level up. Basically, we can all level up because we've got that now. Let's put repair up for HK. I always keep changing my mind what I actually want to use. But yeah, there we go. Me, sneak attack 2 will be amazing for doing more damage long term. I should be putting my skills up in stealth to see if Kreia will actually give me something for making my weakest skill stronger than it should be. But I need computer use so I can do some stuff for T3, so let's do that. And then powers, It's difficult to decide what to go with, to be honest, because I could go either way. I'm going to do something that I haven't done in quite a few playthroughs, because I've not been using battle meditation for quite a few playthroughs now, and I want to use it again, even though it kind of defeats the whole idea of Bastila being one of the few people to ever know battle meditation. But at the time, I remember being so excited that this was a power that you could actually use in the sequel. So we're going to go with battle meditation, and we'll give it a try now, because the way this works is actually quite cool. So it gives you green outlines, and then the idea is it makes the enemies a lot weaker and red beams go around them. Unfortunately, it didn't show up because we were nowhere near them, but there you go. It boosts all of our, well, boosts our non-droid characters up apparently, but there you go. And we took that guy out in one hit because he was so weak. Again, battle meditation doesn't last very long on the lowest level, but once we've boosted it up, it will be amazing. I think the reason I didn't use battle meditation on my last few playthroughs was because I found it made the game a little bit too cheap, and it made it significantly easier. But I might as well show it off in this playthrough because it's a unique power that you don't have in the first game, and I want to show it off. Now there are going to be some Serroco thugs left lying around. I actually don't do it this way normally, but I'm just seeing if there's definitely nobody else around. And these rooms, I believe, are utterly pointless because they serve no purpose whatsoever other than getting some good security skill checks off and getting some experience points for it. But either way, we're exploring a few more unseen areas of the refugee sector. Actually, if we go back down through here, we can get rid of the remaining Serroco thugs. Because if we look at the map, that's where we've just come from, so they'll all be round here. So let's do that and get rid of them. I'm honestly surprised that when we started, fighting them, that they didn't try and take out some of the refugees as revenge, but they're not smart enough to do that. Let's demonstrate battle meditation again.
Take them down.
Oh, okay, the red beams don't seem to be showing up now. They used to. Maybe a mod's made it disappear. Right, they're dead. Is there anyone else around? No. There will be some more people around here, though. This is going to be a very violent episode of KotOR 2. We're just going to be killing a lot of people. Granted, they're very bad people, and they're not the nicest people ever, but do they even deserve to be killed? Who knows? Now then, I think that's all of the Serroco thugs dealt with. I believe. Yep, looks like the Serroco are wiped out now. Unless if there's a straddler somewhere. Oh, there is. There is at least another person. Don't want to let any of them survive. Okay, I think that's all of them now. And I need to heal because I am very weak right now. But yeah, this is going to be a very violent episode because we're going to take out the exchange as well once I've talked to them. And there's a door here that I missed. And I bet this doesn't have anything interesting. Yep, nothing too interesting. Just an Achani shield and some credits. This airspeeder, I was looking it up because I couldn't remember if it was the case or not. But this is impossible to repair once you go past a certain point on Nar Shaddaa. I know I briefly talked about it in one episode, but it is true. Once you go past a certain point on Nar Shaddaa, you can't repair this airspeeder anymore. So make sure you do it as early as possible. And this is not going to be a quick way. Let's cut through all this. It's a shame we don't get influence with HK for basically threatening to kill loads of people, but oh well, he's a bit fussy that way. So let's go back through here. Because the exchange are on the left-hand side of the map, I believe. They're around here. Basically, they stand here and they look out to all the refugee sectors. It's actually quite cool when you think about it. I imagine Sith will run the refugee sector once we get rid of everybody and KotOR is stuck somewhere.
Ready to serve.
Oh my god, KotOR. Hurry up. And now HK is running off.
Yes, master. Ready to serve.
Sometimes the AI for party members is a bit atrocious. But there we go. Now we want to walk around here and cover more of the map. I think that's about as much as we can uncover. And even with that messing around, they're still not back up here. Come on, hurry up. I need you for when I kill people. Right, if you try and open these doors or any of these, the Gamorreans will actually threaten to kill you. So we're going to leave them alive for a moment. Here is where that one missing child is, but I'll see if I can deal with that now. Okay, so we're being attacked straight away, but it's only going to trigger these two guys. The rest of them won't actually attack us, which is cool. Right then, and here's that child that we need to look for. And before I talk to her, I'm going to open this up. Are we still going to get attacked by anybody else? No? Oh, we are. We are. Okay, fine. Fine. How they were able to sense that from all the way over there when they couldn't even see us is insane, to be honest, but whatever. Basically, if you mess around, you get attacked instantly. But it's fine, it will make our lives a bit easier when we take the exchange out later.
Who are you? One of Saquesh's calf hounds?
Sakresh is one of my pets, girl.
Then maybe you ought to keep a tighter leash on his tentacles, Vac Brain. Because he's running this sector into the ground.
What do you mean?
Sasquatch and his thugs torture the humans, make everyone's lives miserable. After I'm sold, at least I'll have someone making sure I stay alive.
Sold?
My mom owes Sasquatch some credits, so he took me to sell me to the Hutts. They always need spice handlers for their camps. A lot of people die down there.
You don't sound very concerned about it.
Anything is better than this slum.
I'm here to rescue you.
Really? Oh, why didn't you say so? Oh, sorry about those things I said to you. You do look a little like a calf hound, though.
It's because of the beard, isn't it? I always get that. It's always because of the beard. Wait here while I settle matters with Sakresh.
Oh, goody. I was hoping I'd get to sit in this cell a little longer.
I love this character. She's quite funny for a kid. So there we go. We need to now deal with Sakresh, or Sakresh, or however you pronounce his name. The game's a little bit inconsistent with that. But he's not very far away. He's only around here. So let's talk to him. And you can tell this is a unique area because it has a unique door. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave one door closed because that will make my life easier. Oh, we're being attacked randomly by people. Why? I haven't even done anything. This isn't a good impression to make right in front of the guy who runs the refugee sector. I'm being attacked by everybody. This isn't great for me. Okay, this is a problem. This is a oh yeah, this is definitely a problem. I'm dead. Great. But it's okay, because HK and KotOR can pick up the slack. Assuming we can aim. Alright, there we go. I'm not did they all just turn on me now anyway? Because I opened some stuff up. They're a little bit oversensitive in that case. But it doesn't matter, because these guys still seem fine with me. Although I imagine Sakresh or Sakresh is going to turn on us immediately. Or maybe not, who knows. Then maybe you ought to start bathing. He doesn't seem that bothered that I've taken out some of his guards, to be honest, but that's fine. We could, if we were going to be really evil about it, or morally wrong, we could show support for the exchange. And who are you? Why do you dislike humans so much? Well, that's mean. We can lie about the one refugee having a disease for some reason. I'd like to talk to you about Lutra. Okay, you don't want to talk about him, fine. What about Adana? Yeah, I'm gonna be mean about this. Let Adana go, or I will kill you. We'll go for the seeing as you badmouthed humans a couple of minutes ago, or maybe even a minute ago. Forget it, Squidhead. I'll just kill you. It would have been nice if we got some influence with HK for that, but we don't. Because we are just killing people. But those dark side points were worth it, let's be honest. And actually, Sequesh is actually pretty good at dodging for some reason. And he's really durable, despite the fact he has terrible weapons. But it's okay, because we can Master Force Scream him to death. I like to think that this is my Anakin Skywalker Episode 2 moment. Killing morally wrong people, but doing it in a way that's not really ideal. But there we go, he's dead. And we've now got we've basically given the refugee sector to the refugees, so that's quite nice, until they realise we don't have anybody to look after us now. Great, we're on our own. Because I'm sure that's what would happen. Let's see what the journal says. Oh yeah, we can go and free the kid now, and yep, we've eliminated the leadership of both the Serroco thugs and the exchange from the refugee quad. And I can't remember if I've said this before, but when you have a new quest added to your journal or updated in your journal, even after you've clicked on them, they've still got a slightly different colour scheme to the previous quests that you've had. So there you go. See how this one's a little bit fainter than this one? Yeah, I only noticed that the other day. I thought that was quite cool. Now let's go back and see if the kid's still there or if she's run off to her mum, because I can't remember what she does. Probably should have used Foresight on him, actually. Oh, I should demonstrate Foresight, because I haven't done that yet. We got this power off this ass a while ago, and what this does is it tells you what alignment you have alongside other characters. So as you can see, HK is not showing up as red for some reason, but you can see that Adana is neutral and me and Beador are light-sided, but any dark side characters will have a red glow. I believe Master Vrook has a neutralish glow, which is interesting, and it makes sense given his temperament. Let's talk to you anyway.
Hey, you're back.
I've taken care of the Squidhead. You can go back to your mother now.
Oh, I wanted to see you thrash him. Well, thanks.
And off she goes. Hopefully she doesn't get caught by the... No, she doesn't. Good. She hasn't been caught by anybody from the exchange. That's nice. And let's open some of these boxes and doors that we haven't dealt with yet. Oh, hello. Forgot about you. You were just lying around randomly. Are there any more of you lying around or standing around? Because I think there are. What I'll do is I'll probably do a circuit of the entire place once we've done everything, just to make sure that there's nobody threatening around. There's still somebody around because they're grunting at the fact we're stealing their stuff. Some actual good stuff as well. Again, this is where you should use a stealth field generator and just open everything, but we're not going to do that. Stealth is actually going to be useful later on in the game. I just remembered there's a certain part where it will actually be useful, but it won't be with my main character. It will be with somebody else. Right, so they're dead. Let's steal more of their stuff. And because of the whole Gamorreans don't like it when you open their stuff type deal, these boxes open very differently to the rest of the game because they don't automatically open. So it can be a bit irritating, but otherwise it's fine. We'll see if there's any more exchange thugs to deal with. We need to deal with the bouncers who we spoke to the first time we came here, because I know they'll definitely need to be taken down. And then once we've done that, we can go back to the refugee sector itself and see how they feel about things. Right, those Gamorreans actually did quite a lot of damage there. More than I was expecting. Why is that locked still? Oh no, it's fine. I thought I didn't open it then, but there you go. That's that. There's still some Gamorreans around. We've got a strength thing. Is that going to be useful for Bayador? Potentially. We haven't got much left to deal with here, apart from these two. This door that never opens when you first come in the refugee sector automatically opens, which is nice. Oh, I'm dead again. Lovely. Should have healed when I had the chance. Come on, Bayador and HK, you can do this. Providing you aim properly. HK looks so ridiculous with two blaster rifles, but it looks cool at the same time. Right, not many people left, which is good. Right, they're already open, so that's fine. As I said earlier, this is a very violent part of KotOR 2. We don't see many of these too often, because most of the time when I play the Knights of the Old Republic games, there's a lot of talking involved. Come on. There we go.
Statement. Observation. Notice that I did not ask if you need anyone killed. You may be curious as to why. Answer. That is because you told me to stop asking if you needed anyone killed. So I have. From now on, I will simply say, I am ready to serve.
I forgot about
this.
this.
Yes, ready to serve. In whatever way a common protocol or utility droid might serve. Seems that that is my lot in life, not to kill.
If I let you ask if I need anyone killed but don't order you to do so, will that be enough?
Answer. It is a start, Master, and as such is acceptable. If you happen to change your mind, however, I feel I must tell you, I will gladly kill anyone you ask. Please, I beg you, just a quick death, a little one, to tide me over until the next firefight we're in. Combat is nice, but the stalking of prey is far more enjoyable.
Have you not been paying attention? We've been killing people for a number of minutes now. I'll keep that in mind. I didn't even mean to talk to you in the first place.
Statement. More questions. Wonderful.
Yeah, whatever, bye. I didn't even mean to talk to you, HK. That was a misclick. Reek Blade I remember being somewhat good. Yep, it's actually not a bad sword. I might give that to Bayador at some point. And there's a random refugee walking around here. Ah, here we go. Here's the exchange thugs from earlier.
This won't take long.
And he was easy to take out. Now, where's the other one? Or did we already kill him? He might be walking around here somewhere. Ah, journal entry updated. Yep, we already killed him. Fine. Because when you kill the two bouncers, it basically means you can let the missing wife go. So that's useful. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave HK up here, just in case he interferes with any influence gains.
What's going on?
And then what I can do after that is switch over to HK47 and then have me and Bayador come back to him once I turn solo mode off. So there's the guy we cured. And we're going to get a bit more influence with Bayador here. I can't remember if there's only 1 or 2 more instances of getting additional influence, but either way we can get some influence, so we can talk to the mum of the missing kid. And hopefully Bayador will approve. Hello.
Thank you so much for returning my Adana to me.
Okay, good. Bayador, do you approve?
Hey, thanks for saving me.
Apparently not. Apparently he doesn't approve. Ah, the missing wife.
What's going on?
Let's talk to you. We're going to resolve most of the refugees' problems here. There's going to be a few exceptions, but we're going to resolve most of them. Right, missing wife, how are you doing?
Back again? Is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah, Lutra lives. He actually came to Narshadar looking for you.
What? Lutra's here? Please, you must help me get to him.
Well, now that the path is clear and the exchange thugs have been dealt with, you can go, because you're not going to get killed at all now.
How did you do this? I barely know you, and you've brought me word of my husband, and then a free path to him. It's almost too good to be true.
I've been away from the Republic for a long time, and now that I'm back, I'm going to start putting things right.
You've given me my husband back, stranger. My husband, my life. Thank you.
You better go. He's waiting for you. Okay, Bayador, you better approve. Why is Bayador not approving? Or was that later on he approves? Oh, you know what? No, let's not turn solo mode off. Right, these two here, I think we're going to have to do a little bit more work with them. But let's just double check.
Did you find us a pilot yet?
If you lie to her, you can basically soft lock her and make the quest incomplete. And she'll basically just say, like, how dare you and everything. Now I'm really poor and all that kind of stuff. No, not yet. I'm still looking.
Please, hurry.
And the same with Otis over here.
Hey, any luck yet?
Again, you can pretend you haven't met him before and he'll just be like, oh, alright, I've got the message. No, but I'm still working on it.
Thanks for your help. I'm still looking too.
No, you're not. You're just standing around the refugee sector, don't lie. I think that's everybody I need to talk to. Seth, we can talk to him anyway and see how he's getting on. Because whilst we haven't completed everything here, we've completed the vast majority of it.
Thanks for taking care of Sakwesh. I fear what the exchange might do next, though.
Did the Serroco ever bother you when they're dead?
Only if we enter their territory. It makes things a little tight here in the camp. Not much room to move.
And how did they get along, or how did they get along?
With the Serroco wiped out and the exchange driven from this area, it's not an issue anymore.
Good. Is there anything I can help you with?
You've already helped us greatly. Life should start improving for us.
You wiped out all of the Serroco on your own? Impressive. You've made things easier for us around here.
And yeah, okay, cool.
Good luck to you.
Anything else?
Thank you for helping out Adana. I was worried about what would happen to her.
It was my pleasure.
Gariel says you saved his life. Maybe all of our lives.
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Anything else?
Oh, hello again. What can I do for you?
No, okay, so you have to trigger all of his lines in quick succession, but there you go. I think that's everything here for now. We can't do much with these two until we've resolved a few things. But we shall come back to them. And I'm going completely the wrong way, and I forgot my earlier plan of having HK lure me and Bayador back up to him. But whatever. One thing I'm going to do before I head back to the Ebon Hawk is I'm going to resolve one more side quest from the refugee sector there, and I am still going completely the wrong way. What am I doing? Me? I'm not paying attention. I'm going to resolve one of the side quests from the refugee sector with the whole missing wife thing, because that should definitely get me some influence with Bayador if I haven't already. So back to the docks for a moment. And yeah, it sucks I don't have that airspeeder, because that would have made things a bit quicker, but oh well. One thing you'll notice as well is once the Red Eclipse have invaded the Ebon Hawk, you cannot change your party members. As you can see here, the party member you have selected is currently unable to leave the party. They do that to make sure that you can't cheapen it out and make it so that you can, you know, bring Kreia back even though she's already been knocked out. Same with the Handmaiden and everything. Now, before I talk to the Toydarian guy, I'm going to quickly talk to Lutra. HK, you can wait here. Just in case you screw up the influence. And Bayador, who keeps trying to merge with the remote, which is very annoying. If you come down here, please. I believe this can get you influence with Aten, Handmaiden, Disciple, and Bayador if you play it with the light side route. Possibly Visas as well, I can't remember.
Thanks again, stranger. You've returned Lutra to me, and I will be forever grateful.
Okay.
Aida, I didn't think I'd ever find you. I can't believe you're here before me.
The destruction of Telos? I can't even tell you what happened after, being shuttled from system to system barely one planet ahead of the Sith fleet.
Shh, we can talk about it later. You have my thanks, stranger. I can only hope you have as much luck at what you're looking for.
I believe you owe me a reward. So harsh. No thanks necessary. I'm just glad I was able to help.
It's strange you came by when you did. I was right at the edge of deciding whether to give up, turning it over in my mind. And suddenly you walked through the door and gave me the answer I needed to hear.
I'm going to completely ignore Kreia's lesson from what she tried to teach me when I first landed on Nar Shaddaa and go for the complete opposite approach. I'm just glad I was there for you. Just be sure to do the same if you encounter another in need.
Will do. Thanks again, stranger.
And we get a lightsaber for that. Excellent. Bayador, influence.
You did the right thing, General.
Good, we gained influence with Bayador. Fantastic, that's what I wanted. And Bayador should be pretty close to full influence now. At least I hope he's close to full influence, otherwise I'll have to do one or two more things to fully unlock what I need from him. I've got this nasty feeling I won't be able to unlock HK47's influence though, which concerns me. But whatever, there's always another playthrough for that. Right, Toydarian, you, Fassa.
You interrupting me for a reason?
Yes. Could you help transport a family to Telos?
Can't do anything when ship's hijacked. Maybe when that problem go away, we talk about it.
Okay, cool. Do you have any need for pilots?
Yes, but no work for pilots while ships get hijacked.
Okay, fine. Never mind. So we need to sort that out first before we can take them help them out. Let's go to the speeder and spawn this at the landing pad. Because we need to deal with the Red Eclipse. And I'm just going to make a save before I do anything else. And off we go. Now we need to get rid of the Red Eclipse because they've rudely gone onto my ship and broke in and knocked everybody out, and they've probably locked them all up. But it's okay because we've got HK and Bayador with us, so we'll do absolutely fine. I might give Bayador's sword for this so that he can do a bit more damage, because I get the impression... Oh, it's a red lightsaber that we got given. We need a... Where's that blade? Here we go. We'll give him this, and we'll give him this. Yeah, Bayador can use two swords here. HK, why are you standing here? Solo mode's not even on, so you shouldn't even be waiting there. Right. Here we go. This is going to trigger the Red Eclipse part now. What? Now you already have the captain of the Ebon Hawk. He's that wrong guy who just walked in. Alright, I admit I tried to claim territory. Fine. But now we've got a fight on our hands, so let's do it. And we did some nice damage there. Well done. I need to put shields on.
Ready to serve.
And HK for some reason always goes black when I put a shield on. I don't know if that's a glitch from the original game or if it's something else. I believe it's always been a glitch though.
Accuracy ratio achieved.
This can actually be really difficult if you're not prepared. As you can see, I'm losing quite a lot of health here. So hopefully Beodor doesn't run off. Oh, he's running off. Great. Didn't want that to happen. But this can be quite difficult if you're not prepared for it, so be very careful. Oh, I've leveled up again. Excellent. I'll save that for when I need it. Master Scream is actually very useful for moments like this. And Master Deflection is also useful. Right, I need another shield before I go on. So let's do that. And we've got some remains, which will be good. Apparently we didn't uncover all of the Ebon Hawk here, which is weird. So let's do that before I go back on. Now, one thing about the Ebon Hawk that I always found interesting with this game is if any event occurs on the Ebon Hawk at any point in the game, the map is refreshed as if it's a completely new, undiscovered module. And I think they do that just to make it easier to set the events up, because otherwise I think there'd be glitches and other problems. Now then, let's do this. Let's put shields on.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to put solo mode on, because the AI has a habit of running off, or your party member's AI has a habit of making them run off. And we want to take this nice and slow. Okay, so as you can see, the Ebon Hawk map is completely uncovered again, because this is an event. So let's take these guys out. And we're going to focus one at a time to make this easier. And then I will save my level up for when I need it. Oh, Beodor is down. That's a problem.
Switching to combat mode. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
And the HK is also going to go down if I'm not careful. Yeah, the whole point of having guns was to not stand this close to people. Let's use the force. There we go.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Target acquired.
This is going very well, actually. Me and HK are kicking ass. No, don't run off. I said don't run off. No, HK, stop. Me, stop. Oh, HK, fine, you can run off and kill people, fine. Right then, Beodor's back to life, which is useful, because we need to heal desperately.
What's going on?
And I've got to level up if anything goes wrong.
Ready to serve.
HK, you need to repair, and that stupid bug from the second game is back where I have to click on the party member instead of them just automatically repairing. Again, if anybody knows more about that bug, please let me know. I'd be very interested to hear why that happens, because it never happens in the original KotOR. Again, I don't know why I'm bothering uncovering the map, because once this is over, we'll go back to the regular Ebon Hawk anyway. Right, yeah, there's still some people in there, but let's go around this way to make sure there's nobody else.
Assassination protocol initiated.
Okay, there's them, and there's that guy. Let's just take as many people out as possible with Master Force Scream. Because Master Force Scream, I've realised, is actually a very overpowered power, if that makes sense. It's more powerful than I thought it would be. I mean, I have used it before, but not for a very long time. Now, skills... Actually, let's leave the level up for a moment, because there might be an opportunity to utilise those later. Let's take these guys out. Right, I need to heal. Actually, yes, I need to heal badly. Come on, game. Come on. No, Bayador's down again because the game took a while to heal. Fine. Let's weaken them a tad. Apparently we can shoot through walls now as well. Right, they're all dead. Bayador, please come back to life. I'm just going to make a save for a moment, just in case, because the leader is back here, and I think we actually cheapened it out somewhat by managing to kill his guys earlier than intended. So this could go a lot easier than I thought. Yes, that is definitely the captain of the Ebon Hawk. It definitely isn't me. Now what you can do here is you can make a deal with him, so let's go for that for a moment. I do not ask for your blood, I ask for your obedience. Even though we shouldn't really leave these guys alive because they are slavers. Huh, ironic considering that you have slaves. And can we still kill him even after we say this line? Let's have a look. I could kill you all in a heartbeat. Your lives are mine, whether you wish it or not. Oh, we had a proper Kreia moment there. So yeah, you can make deals with him, and the idea is what you can do is you can actually get, I think you can get credits off him or somebody who works for him later in the game every so often. And one of the things you can do is you can actually okay, fine. Give up the slave trade, or else. And slavers aren't exactly the best people ever, so whilst we could make the deal with him and we could jokingly give up the guy who tried to steal the Ebon Hawk from us as a potential slave, because that is a very dark-sided option you can actually choose, and it is somewhat amusing to watch, I'm going to not deal with them. Forget it. I don't deal with slavers. And let's see if we can take him out, because I remember him being quite difficult, especially if his cronies are still alive. As you can see, he's actually doing quite a lot of damage to Bayador. Let's level Bayador, just so he doesn't get killed straight away. Oh, and he's taking me out too. Can we take him out before Bayador gets killed? No, fine. Right, HK level up and then we'll level me up. Once I figure out what I'm doing. Yeah, that'll do. And HK, you can start having rapid shots. And then me... Yeah, dexterity's the way to go. Yeah, dexterity, definitely. I need that at least 18. And let's start improving stealth, because we need to do that. And then improve battle meditation.
There's been a misunderstanding. The ship, it's all yours. Consider it a gift, all right? Didn't know you were messing with Red Eclipse slavers. Guess those stories about the Hawk being a cursed vessel are true.
I didn't mess with them. They invaded my ship. And yeah, if he's still alive at this point, you can actually give him up as a... If the Red Eclipse slaver leader is still alive, you can actually say to, this guy's a potential slave, here, take him as a peace tribute or a peace offering or whatever. But as he's not, we can just be somewhat reasonable to this guy if we decide to. I accept your gift. Be careful in the future, even though I'd rather just adopt him as a co-pilot for Atten, because that would make more sense, but whatever.
Great, I'll just find my way out, alright?
And there we go. So now the Ebon Hawk will refresh and it will go back to being its usual way.
Finally decided to let me take a look at your circuitry.
Answer: indeed I did. I hope you understand how difficult it is for me to trust a meatbag with something as delicate as my inner mechanics. Explanation: our encounters with my copies has convinced me that I should look into upgrading my capabilities in order that I may be able to destroy them with greater impunity.
Worried you might be going obsolete? I understand.
Objection: nothing of the sort. I am programmed to improve my capabilities if it will improve my chances of destroying a target, even as unsavory an avenue as this.
You don't have to suffer on my account. Maybe you are better off not letting me dig around in you.
Retraction: you must understand, my previous interactions with meatbags have rarely been pleasant. Disclosure: after all, most of those meetings involved the termination of said meatbags.
It obviously couldn't have been your charming personality. Now, if you want me to see if I can upgrade your functionality, just let me get to work on you.
Answer: in that case, please go ahead. Just be careful not to damage any of my delicate parts. Analysis: my self-diagnostic indicates that my performance has indeed been improved. Also, many of my systems are reporting improved efficiency. Commentary: I am most pleased with this turn of events. It would appear that my initial analysis of your mechanical abilities was incorrect.
You're welcome.
And HK's got even stronger with his defense, so that's nice. And it was a pretty nice coincidence that we took HK and Baodor out for most of this part, and then the part ended with them having a conversation. I'm going to leave it there for now, because next time I believe the end game for Nar Shaddaa should start, and that's going to be quite an interesting part on its own, and it's probably going to take up 2 parts because of how long it can get. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.